Optiflex gives as high as 4% per annum. So if you're trying to take advantage of that, then you do. If you want to do mutual funds, we currently have ADF. ADF has given about 8% for the past 2 years. That's the annual return. It's also a very good choice. If you're also trying to grow your dollar investment, you should also be looking at that. That's if you're looking at the fixed income side of things. You can also check out ETFs on the platform to also take advantage of it. So I hope I've answered the question. If I have not, please, you can just try to rephrase it or put it back, and I promise to attempt to answer it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Victoria. All right. Ayo, you want to do you want to add anything to that?
No, I think she has captured it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. The next question is about the Optimus app and the Afro Investor app. I think the person is asking, is it necessary to have an Optimus app or already have an Afro Investor app? Ayo, I don't know. Or Nico.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so yes, currently there are two separate apps, but both are owned by Afro Invest. On the Afro Investor app, provides you the access to trade Nigerian stocks and access to treasury bills and commercial paper. And on the Optimus app, it gives you the access to trade US stocks, savings products, and mutual funds. As we progress, the long-term goal, medium to long-term goal, is to have one app. So you will not be faced with the stress of having to sign up on two apps. But for now, or if you want to enjoy the benefits of the products on Optimus by Afro Invest, you need to sign up. If you also want to enjoy the benefits of the Afro Investor app, you need to sign up for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. The next question is regards to BVN. I think about 2 or 3 people have the same questions with regards to the fact that asking if they can invest, whether in diaspora, Ghana, and so on, without a BVN or NIN.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So for now, for the platform, you need a BVN to be able to become registered as a customer because that's our unique identifier. And also, this aligns with regulations for now. So if you don't have a BVN, you won't be able to open an account either on Afro Investor 2.0 or on the Optimus by Afro Invest app.
All right, thank you very much. Someone is asking this question. I think it was already answered during the presentation, but in case the person did not get it, I don't know if you can emphasize. Can I transfer back to my DOM account if I don't want my phone changed to Naira?
Yes, definitely you can do that. We would credit you in dollars.
Yes. So then I think a follow-up question to that would be, someone asked, how much is the charge on dollar withdrawal?
Yeah, I think currently is around $50. Yeah, so but we are also trying to engage the banks to get a concession to bring that down. So I think around $30.
Thank you very much. I hope that's clear to the person that asked. Then someone asked the interesting question: how do I know you'll be in the market in the next 30 years?
Okay, I think that's very interesting because Afro Invest is already 30 and we've been in existence, will be 30 this year. So for us to be in existence for the past 30 years, it means we have been able to weather the storm. It's a group of companies. We are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Some of the entities are regulated by the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So, and you also look at in terms of the experience, the management, people managing the funds. So Afro Invest would be here even in beyond the next 30 years because of how we have been able to understand and weather the storm. Yeah, and just to add that we're in 5 different locations. Currently, our Lagos office is at Ikoyi, 27 Gerard Ikoyi. For those that may want to visit there. Then we also have a branch in Abuja. We also have in Kano, and we have in Onitsha, as well as Port Harcourt. So I'm sure that the addresses of those places will be pasted because I've been seeing questions around that. So I just want to add that.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so a lot of questions I can see here are mostly general knowledge questions on Optimus, in relation to how they can fund on Optiflex and so on. Okay, so I believe by the end of the session, I'll be able to provide a knowledge site where you can access so that we can answer those questions at once and not take so much of our time. Someone is asking if we have a physical location in Lagos. Someone also asked if we have a branch in Kaduna. Don't know if
So the closest branch there is either you go to Abuja or you go to the Kano office. Yeah. So, but where most things you can also be, we also can also be done online. Sure, the you can send an email to support@optimus.ng, and also the line, the phone lines will also be provided for us. And just to touch on the funding, if just to reemphasize that, if people are still asking, that was one of the reasons why we tried to do a demo. You can also watch the video of this to understand how you want to fund your wallet. So you can fund in dollars directly into the DOM account, and also you can also fund your Naira wallet and convert the money from Naira to dollar for you to participate in the dollar transactions or dollar investment rather.
Okay. Someone is asking a question around dollar mutual funds and ETFs. Generally around ROI on dollar mutual funds, then ETFs, whether there are specific, there's a specific monthly or annual ROI that they can receive on ETFs, and also the difference between dollar mutual funds and ETFs. I think basically around dollar mutual funds and ETFs.
Victoria. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so for our dollar mutual fund, I did mention during the course of my presentation that for the past 2-3 years now, we've been giving an average of 8% in terms of our annual return. And for the person asking for, ETFs and mutual funds, probably trying to find out the difference and how they are similar. Well, both of them are similar in the sense that they are both investment vehicles that pull, monies from many investors to buy a diversified portfolio of stocks or bonds or other securities. But there are some key differences. So ETFs are not glorified. They are not glorified mutual funds. First difference is trading. So ETFs trade on an exchange, mutual funds don't. So that's why you can go on Optimus, just like you can buy shares, you can go there and then you can trade your ETFs. But mutual funds are not done like that. You have to wait the end of trading day and then buy. So it's very different when it comes to its trading. Apart from that, also minimum investment is also another very key difference between both of them. For mutual funds, for example, using ADF, minimum investment with ADF is $1,000. But for ETFs, we can get some ETFs as low as $40, depending on the kind of ETFs you want to buy. So there's no sort of minimum investment other than the price of one share. So I think those are some very key differences. You can also put in management style, because most mutual funds can either be actively or passively managed, right? ETFs are largely passively managed. So it's just tracking an index, and that's pretty much it. So there are certain differences from both ends, but there are also a lot of similarities. So just put that in mind. They are not the same, but they all work towards meeting, the same end, and they all pull investors' fund together. So I hope I've been able to answer that question. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, if I would just add on the minimum. So part of what Optimus by AfroInvest has also done is that you are able to buy at a lower entry amount than if you are going to invest directly into the fund. So you can buy as low as $10 into the AfroInvest dollar fund.
All right. Thank you very much, Ayo. Okay, so like as rightly stated, most of the other questions are around knowledge questions that can be answered on the knowledge base. So I think we'll just round up here so that we don't take too much of our time. I don't know if there are any other comments or any other questions. You can quickly drop any other questions you have in 1 minute. Let's see if you can attend to that. If not, we would be closing now.
Okay. So I think maybe just one or two questions that maybe just
Okay.
that we had, like someone asking if we can talk to an investment advisor. Yeah, so that's you can come to our SCA office, or you can also book appointments online through using the support line that you would like to discuss with an investment advisor, so we can guide you through. That will also help us understand your investment objective and also be able to guide you through the various form of investments. I can also see questions around people that want to invest in treasury bills, commercial paper. You can take advantage of this on the Afro Investor 2.0. So you download the Afro Investor 2.0 app, and you can also begin to invest in commercial paper. So also those also speaking to the public offer. So you can also when you either if you are investing through the NGX link, what you just have to do is just select Afro Invest Securities Limited. Your shares, when is allotted, be credited to Afro Invest Securities Limited. And if you also desire to just invest directly from Afro Invest, then either you send an email to connect@afroinvest.com. Even if you send it to support, if that's what you can call, they will always direct you to the right channel. Yes. So sorry, we're
Right.
just want to draw.
There's also a lot of questions on advice on stocks to trade, what to buy and what to sell. I know you mentioned something on that earlier, so maybe you can reiterate so that.
Yeah. So well, for now, what we would just advise is that buy stocks that you understand what they are doing. So you will see when we mention Apple, for instance, over the years, most of us use iPhone. We know what they do. When you mention Microsoft, you understand what they do. It's almost a monopoly around Microsoft Excel. People pay subscriptions on a monthly or on a yearly basis. Google, for instance, there are those stocks that is called Magnificent Seven. This is not a direct recommendation, but these are some of the stocks that over time, if you read more about them, that will deliver. NVIDIA, you look at Tesla. These are the stocks that you can begin to build wealth over time, and they consistently also pay dividend. But if you don't want to bother yourself with which of these stocks should I buy, there are ETFs that captures the entire market. You have Vanguard 500 that captures the top 500 companies. There's the QQQ that captures also the top cap companies. There's the one that captures the IT. You want to invest in, benefit from the AI buzz that is going on. So you also have that. But as we progress, that's why for Afro Invest, we have Afro Invest Research and Consulting, where they would also be helping us and be releasing recommended stocks, as well as, I would say, suggested stocks, as well as information about some of these stocks, so you can begin to take advantage of them.
All right, thank you very much. I can see some people asking that their questions be answered. Okay, there's one with relation to AEF. The person said he invested 30,000 naira and now the value of his AEF is 28,000 naira. And he wants to know when he's going to get ROI on his investments.
Okay, thanks. So I think if you hear Victoria clearly, that before you invest in something, try and understand what's the dynamics of that investment. So AEF, which is Afro Invest Equity Fund, invests in stocks. And if you understand the underlying assets, stocks move up and down. For instance, last year, this same fund returned 64%. Earlier this year, it has returned, the first 2 months returned about 40% because they are managed by professional experienced portfolio managers. But currently the stock market is down. So if we come in when market is high and when those stocks come down, it also affects your portfolio. But what you should do is that it is when it is down that you also begin, when we're talking about averaging down, you should be buying more. If stocks, equity mutual fund is the type of investment that you want to build over a long time, this is the time to begin to invest now, because these same stocks that looks down today, within the next few months, they would also be up. So you would be the one that would benefit. So it's always good, set something aside. Don't buy one off. Stocks is not short term. It's not where you put your rent that you want to pay in the next 3 months or 4 months, expecting that it will double. Sometimes it happens, but sometimes you may not have the rent again, and you know the implications. So you need to understand the different underlying assets of some of the investments. There's the fixed income mutual fund. That one, you know your capital is secured. So even if you may not be able to determine what the interest would be, Plutus is around 17%. Quarterly dividend is paid. For the dollar fund, I think biannually interest is paid, or at most once a year. AEF last year paid dividend, which was paid earlier this year. So it's good to understand, read some of the features of some of those mutual funds before you also invest in them. We'll put it there. You'll see whether it's medium risk, whether it's high risk, so that we are also just giving you information to help you make decisions. So I think that clarifies that. And maybe for those that you can repost your questions if we have missed it, because there are a lot of chats.
Yes.
So you can easily just repost now that we're focused on reading the questions.
Yes. Then I can see a lot of questions are also surrounding issues while trying to use the Optimus app. Either you're trying to, get their BVN verified, or issues like that. You can you can send a mail to support@optimus.ng if you have any issue using the Optimus app. They would reach out to you and sort whatever issue you are having, if that is the issue. Someone is asking, do you have dollars fixed deposits?
Yes, which is exactly the OptiFlex or the OptiLock. So the OptiLock is customized fixed deposit. Bring in the money, lock it in for the period, at a maximum of 2 years. And once you lock in that rate, you are sure that that's what you get throughout that period. And if you don't know when you would need it, or you may need it to not long, you can also invest that money, fix it in OptiFlex, and also enjoy the interest rate, and you can take it out either in dollars or decide to take it in naira.
All right, thank you. Please, you can emphasize any other questions we've not taken. Someone is asking, after investing in AEF, when can I access ROI, and when is the advised duration for AEF investments?
No, for AEF, it's like stocks. There are no duration. It's when you think you want to exit or take out your money, you are investing for return. So either you are buying more, or if it's an investment, you are just watching it grow. So you would see on the Optimus app, some people have elected to reinvest their dividend. So upon when we pay the dividend, which is the compounding effect, they use it to buy additional units rather than paying it out. So if they are doing that, it means you are growing your investment faster. And for those that have not elected for that, it's credited to your wallet. So there's no, when you want to, how do you benefit from, I bought a year at 30,000, it's grown to 35. You can sell a fraction of that unit and take out 5,000, which is your gain if you want to benefit from that. Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay, there are some questions in the Q&A that we've not yet looked at, but just looking through any other questions in the chats that we've not answered in the Q&A. Okay, I think some
while
of
you're
them
looking
are
at
already
that,
being
let me
answered.
just also, I've seen people are asking, so we also accept cash dollars. So let's assume you have cash dollars. You can walk into any of those 3 banks and pay it into the bank. It will be, and you also use that receipt, write your name on the receipt and upload it on the platform. And once we confirm the funds at our position, the money will be credited into your accounts.
All right, thank you very much. We apologize for taking for exceeding our time. We know that we're just trying to take as many questions as possible. So also I can see some questions on how can you leverage percentage? I don't think this question is clear. Can you share the leverage percentage we can use to invest in the US market?
No, I think Victoria also hinted on that. So based on your risk appetite, we have suggested, okay, you can do 40% depending on your risk appetite. Some people, if you know you don't want too much exposure to stocks to things that is volatile, you can do 10%, you can do 20%. So you are the one to decide. And that's like one of our focus at AfroInvest. So we're trying to create a platform where you can select different asset classes. So as you progress, you decide you want 40% of your investment in fixed income, you have 20% in mutual fund, you want to put in Nigerian stocks, in US stocks, and you would be able to have all the different forms of investment on one platform.
Okay. All right. I feel like if we try to answer every question, we might probably take a long time here. If your question has not been answered, we apologize, but that's why we intend you can send a mail to support@optimus.ng. Also, we have a physical office in Lagos. If you're in Lagos, we have a physical office in Abuja. You can just pop into one of our offices. You can Google AfroInvest West Africa Limited if you don't remember the address, but the address is 27 Gerald Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. So you can pop into our office. Also, we ask that you can send a mail if you need to speak to a financial advisor. You can send a mail to us as well, or come visit us at our office if you think you need to speak to a financial advisor in relation to your but for a last question, because I think so that we can leave, someone is asking about the security of our firm. What is the security of your firm in regards to customer funds? How secure is our fund, especially for those who want to do dollar mutual fund as a retirement plan? I think that's the last question we'll be taking. We apologize.
Yeah, so thanks. And I think it's also very important. The first thing that you need to note is that who are those behind Optimus by AfroInvest? It is AfroInvest that owns it fully. And this is a company that has operated within regulations for the last 30 years. It has seen the ups and downs, and it has continued to remain in existence. So in terms of the security of your funds, these funds are managed. We invest through AfroInvest Asset Management, and these funds are managed by professionals. So in terms of the security of your funds, there's no issue on the mismanagement of your funds or investing in things that would expose you, because over the years we have been managing funds for HNIs, we've been managing funds for corporates, and we still manage funds for those people. So it's that experience that we are bringing to port to also now manage the funds that we are getting from this platform. So the licenses that we currently have Securities and Exchange Commission. We have, I think, 2 or 3 of our sister companies that are licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Also, by the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we have a broker-dealer license by one of our sister companies. So when you look at it as a company, a holding company, these are the same, the experience that is being used to run AfroInvest as a company is also that same experience that is currently being used to run Optimus by AfroInvest.
All right, thank you. But even for AfroInvest, I'm sure I'm just asking as a follow-up question for somebody that is thinking, even for AfroInvest, how do I know you are going to still be in existence for the next 30 years? How am I sure my funds are secure, even with AfroInvest?
Yes, so that's the same thing even with AfroInvest. So we have custodians that also keeps these funds. So when you transfer funds to asset management, the funds goes into the custodian accounts that warehouses the fund, which is also a form of security for the investment. So we are well regulated, we are properly audited, we are the company in AfroInvest is rated, the asset management company is rated by Augusto, which is one of the leading rating agency. Also, GCR is also one of the leading rating agency. And one major thing that we also try to invest more into is security of the platform. The platform is secured, is satisfied. We carry out our BAPT on a periodic basis, and we submit reports. If I'm also going to speak on data protection, so we have also with NDPR, we are also registered with them. So we ensure, because we have run successfully in the past years based on regulation. So now setting up this platform, we are not going to mix up the standard and the integrity that has kept us to this time. So we ensure that even the platform, in terms of security of the platform, security of the funds, we don't joke with that. We have professionals that manage that. These are people that have international experience that helps manage the platform and ensure that it is secured. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We're so grateful, Victoria, and Ayo, for taking our time to take us through this presentation. People keep asking if they're going to, how can they get the recorded video? This will be sent to your mail. The slides and the recording of this video will be sent to your mail. So you can be assured that you can go through this once again. If there's anything you missed, there might be some questions that you're asking again that have actually already been answered before you joined. So you would be able to have access to it and watch it again at your free time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We're so grateful that you took out time to join us on this webinar. Also, we have a curated knowledge base to answer any questions you have. Just visit kb.optimus.ng for any Optimus related question, kb.optimus.ng. We also have a Telegram group. If you go to the Optimus website, www.optimus.ng, you can see the link to the Telegram community. So we have a Telegram community where we share useful investment tips and learn from each other. You can join that community if you have other questions that you want people to answer. Also, like I already mentioned, the slides will be available, will be sent to your mail. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Ayo. Thank you, Victoria, for the amazing presentations. See you, everyone. Thanks for joining. Till next time.
Thank you.